Hi Capricorn, welcome to your annual 2024-25 Astrology Horoscope forecast. It's a transitional year, Capricornians, as we move from the earth energies and the water energies, and we are going to be moving into the fire and air frequencies. I'm going to be focusing on slow moving planets. I'm going to be looking primarily at Pluto and at Jupiter. Now, you're no stranger to Pluto, as Pluto has been there in your sign for the last 20 years, Capricornians. And now you can heave a sigh of relief, as it has rolled since a year. It has been rolling into Aquarius. And mid-Jan is a time when it is completely out of your sign. Pluto in the last 20 years may have created a lot of upheaval for a lot of you, especially if you have your sun, moon, and rising in Capricorn, or if you have had a Saturn or a Uranus or stronger planet that was there in your own house as well. The effects may have been quite potent. There may have been power struggles that you may have experienced with your family, with your neighborhood. There may have been power struggles regarding authority figures, authority around structures, around laws. You may have had to literally undergo a complete transformation. And even though you are, like I said, the word responsibility, duty, transformation is not alien to you, Capricornians, but this long, long Plutonian transit may have worn out a lot of you. So hopefully the lessons that you had to learn, they have been learned, and now the energy has shifted into Aquarius. That is more about collective consciousness. It's about collective growth. It's about we. There's lesser focus on me. For you, primarily, this is moving into your house of finances. This is also the house of your sense of self-worth. And because again, this is a very long transit for the next 20 years, Pluto is going to be here for you. You will experience gradual and deep changes as far as your income and your value system is concerned. This is an excellent time for discovering latent talents, and for a lot of you, because Pluto rules control, you may have to face control issues and possessiveness and learn how to better manage these things. You will be required to transform. You will have to realign your expectations of what and how you want things to be, or even out of people. Irrespective, a lot of you will crave intensity as far as your value system is concerned. You would want to only deal with people who have depth, and superficiality is something, or even mediocrity is something that you're not going to be interested in engaging with. Your instincts are also going to be very powerful during this time, and it's a fabulous time to be building resources, good time to be making money, Capricornians. A lot of you will find that it's a time of financial growth for you. However, the important thing to be keeping in mind is that try not to hoard too many things. Try not to sort of overspend and buy and keep, because that in any case will take care of some insecurity within you, and you may not be able to part with things. It'll be whether due to sentimental reasons that you attach to the physical things or to the material things, or because you fear poverty. You feel that a sense of helplessness when you let go of the material things, as if you're literally letting go of some person. There may also be a powerful need for control over your money and your possessions, and also there will be a drive to make more money. So for a lot of you, I think, again, depending as to how old you are, There is just going to be an unfound fear that you really need to, you're going to be holding on to your money very tightly. You're not wanting to share it, you're not wanting to give it. And also for those of you who are starting your career, this, you can become quite obsessed with money, that you would want to, you will become more ambitious, you'll become very focused where money is concerned. However, the Plutonian lesson is to detach. So for some of you, again, depending as to where the planets are placed for you, you may experience some form of loss, and you may learn lessons to change, so that you become more stronger and you're not attaching so much of value to your finances or even wealth. And also, it's a time that you are being encouraged to build on your own emotional reserves, to be more empowered from within, to be more generous, to be more secure where money is concerned. Also, a good time to be investing in stocks. I think for a lot of you, this is a time where you will be able to spot a good deal. It will be a good time to be investing in real estate as well. Also, for a lot of you who work as consultants, as far as financial consultants are concerned, a lot of you will be quite spot on with regards to, say, purchasing a real asset or purchasing a any kind of an asset would be there. The first set of eclipses are there on March 25th, which is there in your house of career. And then we have a solar eclipse, which is there in your house of home. So your finances and your home are lit up with the first set of eclipses. And eclipses tend to last for about 6 months. So it could be at your workplace, something is coming to an end, something is finishing. Maybe you are either finishing a project, you are either finishing a job. It also has to do with, that you're getting recognition for the work that you have done. There are accolades, people are appreciating what you have done. And with the solar eclipse that is there on the 8th of April, which is there in your house of home, it speaks about either shifting of home, it speaks of renting, buying, leasing. At times, it also speaks about your mother's health. There could be some development over there. But mostly it speaks about maybe, that there is either you could just be missing home, or it could also be that, you are preferring to work from home. You want sort of that comfort, that peace that allows you to work peacefully as well. On May 25th, Jupiter is going to be moving into your house of day-to-day chores, your house of work and health, and Jupiter is going to be here for a year. And this is a very, very fortunate cycle transit, because Jupiter is a benefactor. Anything that it touches, it tends to expand. And Pluto in the second is going to be resonating with Jupiter that is there in your house of home. So you will see benefits in your areas of work, Capricornians, as well as in daily routines. It can be that you will find a lot of joy in self-improvement and work. For a lot of you, this also speaks about new work. It speaks about new projects. It speaks about doing something that you really enjoy. And also, it's a time where you will be focusing on your health. You will be taking care of your health. And this transit is going to enhance your ability to handle the details required to do a good job, because others become more aware about your skills during this time. Benefits can come through co-workers, maybe through people you worked with. They put in a recommendation, or they offer you a job, or even employees. And any kind of work or job that you do during this time, Capricornians, it's going to be really beneficial, because Jupiter is the giver. He's, and in a positive way, he is the benefactor. He's pretty much the god of sky. So it's going to be enhancing the work area for you. For those of you who are looking at hiring, you will be quite successful in hiring people to work for you. And if applicable, The improvements to your working environment are going to be likely, and you will find more enjoyment in the work that you do, and it will be easier than usual to find employment now. For a lot of you, you will get a new job during this cycle, or significantly improve an existing one, and work tends to be very available to you right now. Maybe small day-to-day chores or menial tasks, they will sort of take priority, but you're going to quite enjoy doing them. The best way to enjoy the Jupiter transit in this house is to take pride in whatever work that you're doing and recognize your usefulness. This is bound to give you a lot of joy, and you're likely to be rewarded as a result. Also, as much as honesty and integrity that you bring to your services, the more payback you're going to be receiving. Your health will improve this year, and if there are any medical procedures or programs, you can be assured that they will be successful. Try and watch out an inclination to put on weight, because Jupiter tends to bring about a sweet tooth as well. And some people get a new pet as well during this cycle. Now we have the Mercury retrogrades that are there in April, August, and November, and they are there in all fire houses. They are there in your house of home, they are there in your house of joint finances, and house of behind the scenes. So you are being asked to pause and I think also look at if there are some psychological patterns which emerge maybe from childhood. Most of the stuff emerges from our childhood as to how it is that we perceive the world, our own relationships, the things that we want in life that make us insecure or secure. Mercury retrograde starts off with you. I think it starts with the house of home, where you're being asked to sort of pause and take back and unwind, and look at your own patterns and see as to how much of it has been undone, or how much of it is that you can undo. There is also your house of joint finances also is lit up, which speaks about your partner's income. It speaks also about divorces, alimony, who brings what on the table, and general power struggles with our closest partners or people who are around us. And again, you're being asked to sort of step back and look at not being completely transactional. And the last retrograde for you is going to be in the house of spirituality, behind the scenes. So, a lot of contemplation on what is it that you want out of life, what are the fears that you have, your own insecurity. Maybe you are overcorrecting, your childhood. Maybe if you didn't have enough, and hence acquiring and hoarding and not letting go of things is a source of joy for you. That the more material things you have, the better you feel about yourself, the more your sense of self-worth increases. But this is use this time also to heal your inner wounds, Capricornian. Let your inner child sort of be nurtured, and you don't need really anyone to do that for you. You can do that yourself, and not by just by shopping, but being kind to yourself. See what is it that you, rather than being a people pleaser or overcorrecting, and maybe you're someone who's always angry or gets triggered very quickly. Try and see as to what is it that you can undo, so that your karmic cycle is easier. So if you have wronged people in the past, if you have not done some very nice things, then this is really a time where you can sort of pay the penance. You can do something nice for people who need, and a great time. I think any time is a wonderful time for charity, but good time to be donating, and maybe associating yourself with an animal shelter or an orphanage. Mid-year, we have the second set of eclipses. September 18th, we have a lunar eclipse. that is there in your house of communication. And in October, we have a solar eclipse, which is there in your house of career. So again, mid-year, as far as communication is concerned, there seems to be some, a kind of maybe an answer that you have been waiting as far as communication is concerned. Maybe it has to do with a sibling, maybe it has to do with the area or the community where you stay. This also speaks about at times when we are finishing a book, when we're finishing a piece of music or a film, and that we have finished writing something, we have finished doing, and now it has reached its fruition, we are waiting. It can often be an emotional time, because something could be coming to an end as well. It could be that maybe something that you had applied for and you're not getting, and it could be upsetting for you as well. However, the solar eclipse in your house of career speaks of another story. And I think that's the beautiful thing about eclipses, when they come in pairs and they light up different houses. So it speaks about a new beginning as far as work is concerned. It speaks about quite a fortunate and a lucky start to, which would come through friends. It could come through ex-colleagues, co-workers, wherein that you may just get a job or an opportunity which could be quite lucrative. We are closing the year on December 6th with Mars, that is going to be going retrograde in your house of joint finances, resources, and this is also the house of transformation. And this retrograde is there till about February 2025. So it's a time to be reflecting on power struggles. Who brings what on the table? What is the kind of partner that you're looking for? What is it? Why is it that you're refusing to let go of control as far as finances are concerned? And I think that's the way pretty much how we control our relationships as well. As much as we would not like to talk about it or ignore it, but it's often the person who is earning more in a relationship is the person also who's defining the rules. So for you, this is besides money, as to who brings what on the table. This is also about looking at collaboration, seeing whether you can get together with people who have a similar vision or a goal of work as you do, and then create something. So things are coming up on the surface, Capricornians. It's a year of transition where the planets are sort of settling in before the drama or the magic begins. It's a year where we are being asked to move away more from materialistic things, and also because we're moving into the new age, we're moving into AI, technology, newer softwares. It's expansion of the mind, it's knowledge, it's sharing of collective knowledge as well, learning more. So all of this is going to get highlighted for all of us. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Capricornians. I'll see you again soon, and thank you so much for watching.